YouTube, what is good, baby? Today we have, from what I've seen in the comments, a lot of people's favorite animal, man. We're gonna see 17 of the best moments, bruh. The goddamn honey badger. Honey, come get your badger, because it's a honey badger. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. Let's do this shit, all right? Alright, here we go. 17 moments when honey badgers show the competition just how nuts they are. We'll see.
Number 17. Honey badger versus lizard. Simply watch this video to discover how a honey badger decimates a strong monitor lizard to demonstrate how enraged they can be. The tour de force is unquestionably when the badger smashes and tears out a portion of the lizard's nose. You can see the badger digging its enormous claws into the lizard.
Jesus!
Other than the wolverine, there isn't another animal as crazy as this. Number 16. Honey badger.
And if anyone's familiar, elevator pitch. Honey badgers, I've seen them fight elephants, zebras, deer, tigers, lions, lizards. They're crazy, bro. They're crazy. They're not the toughest. Sorry, they're not the strongest. They're fucking tough as a brick of nails, buddy.
Versus zebra. Here's another instance of how fearless honey badgers are. The mother of a juvenile honey badger runs up to a group of zebras and scares the living daylights out of them as the young honey badger
Bro's taking a shit.
approaches them out of curiosity. She then takes her kid with her and flees in the opposite
direction. Look at, like, bro, get your little kid out of here, and she scared the shit out of a goddamn zebra.
A honey badger hanging onto a zebra butt in this nighttime badger is unlike any other mammal. A honey badger hanging onto a zebra butt in this nighttime video
A zebra butt?
illustrates that honey badgers will pursue any available meal. Two badgers take advantage of this unexpected gift they discover while out foraging quite late at night.
Why is there a butt hanging from the
Number
tree?
15. Honey badger versus mongoose.
Mongooses.
This video demonstrates that despite the mongoose's fearless and lethal hunting style, which is like that of honey badgers, it cannot compete with the latter. When a honey badger has finished eating, there will be almost no trace of the mongoose that we can witness being devoured
that
by
boy
the badger.
eagerly no crumbs.
Everyone knows how crazy honey badgers are, but the mongoose is no slouch either. I'm sure one-on-one, the honey badger would destroy a mongoose, like you just saw in the previous video. But what about an entire colony of mongooses chasing a honey badger?
Boy,
just like
he
in
ain't
this
worried.
video? The honey badger is smart and knows it's outnumbered 20-1, so it hops along and leaves the area. The mongooses do not insist when they see the honey badger leave, because they know a fight with the crazy animal is not worth it, even though there are 20 of them.
They ain't no honey
14.
badger.
Honey badger versus scorpion.
Scorpion?
A honey badger meets a red-clawed scorpion on the wrong side
See,
of
right
town
in the noggin.
and attacks it with sharp claws and pointed teeth so
Bro
it can
just
be
digs
chewed
in.
into pieces and eaten.
Dude's
The
that one
venom
friend that just
vaccines for this
eats
honey
whatever. He's
badger
not
are
even a
under
picky eater.
development. The scorpion's venom is the badger's training wheels. However, compared to cobra,
You hear that bar? You hear that bar? If you didn't hear it, let me re-say it for you. The scorpion's venom is the honey badger's training wheels, bro. They don't give a fuck. That's light work.
cobras, their sting is not as toxic. The badger places himself directly in front of the tail since he is aware of the procedure. The badger endures a scorpion sting directly on the nose that hurts like a hot knife through flesh, yet he doesn't give up. The badger wants the scorpion to keep firing its venom bombs, and the scorpion obliges. The badger obtains what he wants, disassembles the deadly weapon, and then enjoys his snack.
Dude!
That's what I call getting your shots on time. The real badass of the animal realm is the honey badger. He demonstrates how to dig up and consume a scorpion in this video. The honey badger is rarely troubled by other animals. Number 13.
It's so much
Honey
more.
badger chases a civet.
A what?
The honey badger isn't afraid to take on a challenge, and when it comes across a civet on the side of the road, the two fight. This is an incredibly rare encounter.
What the
because seeing
fuck
either
is
these
that?
animals, let alone both together,
I've never
is
heard of a
challenging.
civet.
The protagonists take the fight to the middle of the road, and it doesn't seem to bother them in the least. The honey badger finally realizes where he is and flees, followed closely by
Left his dumbass in the middle of the road. The fucking bidet or whatever this thing's name is just is chilling there like, the fuck do I do?
the civet. A honey badger gave a civet who dared intrude on his territory the scare of his life when he pursued the animal and chased him away. Although
Bro, you guys see how they walk? They hit these. They hit these. You know what I'm saying? They're hitting Like they hit some unorthodox shit.
Civets and badgers are equal opponents. The civet fled because it is not as insane as the badger. 12. Badger hunting young rabbits. We have seen badgers dig for squirrels.
Bro, look at that shit!
In this video, this badger is digging for something much fluffier. Bunny rabbits.
Dude, he's
loving
digging
it.
down!
He's not happy with just one, because he even runs after the rabbits trying to escape. Meanwhile, chasing one of the rabbits gives way for the other rabbits to run for the hills. While on the prowl,
Running up that
this
hill.
badger encountered a bunny rabbit and prepped it for the upcoming Easter holidays.
Okay,
The only
buddy.
thing missing was the wrapping paper. This cub is
Yo,
clearly not
the
hunting
narrator got carried away with that one, brother.
rabbits, but just galloping through the set when he stumbles on one. Rabbits are always present in the set and presumably share the tunnels underground, so the cub should know all about them. Badgers have relatively poor eyesight, so he may not have been quite sure just what did appear
That
in
is the
front of him
first
until
bad
he
thing
picked
I've
up
heard
the
about
scent.
badgers. No bullshit.
Number 11.
No bullshit, it's the
Badger
first
and
bad thing.
Raccoon Dog fight. The Raccoon Dog is named for the resemblance of his masked face to that of the common raccoon, a procyanid to which it is not closely related. In this video, a badger attacks a raccoon dog minding its own business, munching on some food. After chasing the raccoon dog away, the badger returns to eat what the raccoon dog was munching on. There seems to be a territorial dispute between badgers and raccoon dogs in this video. It's very difficult to tell which is which because they look alike, but they seem to be neighbors and they don't like it. Number 10. Honey badger
Bro,
versus
the honey
snake.
badger, keep in mind,
They're
ready?
on thumb-
Honey badgers fought in this video a snake, a zebra, a bidet, a fucking raccoon dog, dude's a scorpion.
thumbnail, a honey badger can be seen crushing a snake, which is something quite common in the world of this deadly and dangerous predator. Keep watching, and you'll see more of this crazy animal taking on
All right,
more
buddy.
snakes.
Fries.
African honey badgers are brave, and this amazing safari sighting illustrates how much strength they possess.
Bro,
relative
look
to
at
their
how big
size.
that's. Oh,
The python
hell
in this video got
no.
more than it bargained for when it encountered the badger. The badger attacked this enormous serpent numerous times, moving swiftly and waited for the ideal opportunity to strike. Wildlife enthusiasts reportedly saw a honey badger carrying an African rock python across an airstrip while on a safari drive in the far
Dude,
northern
and he's
region
got
of the Kruger
jukes!
National Park. A leopard,
But he needs a
according to the
contract.
onlookers, is what originally killed the python.
Oh my god, look at him. Takes
This
his ass
time,
out.
a honey badger chases a Cape cobra. I must admit, I have never seen an animal so excited to see a
Oh!
cobra. However, the honey badger's overjoyed since it knows it will get to eat the snake.
Dude!
The honey badger encounters a puff adder while out on a nocturnal hunt.
Bro's gone for 3 different snakes.
It doesn't take long for the badger to kill and consume the snake. The badger was already bitten by the adder, so the venom was released. Therefore, after killing the snake, the badger became unconscious. It's no trouble.
Buddy literally ate his meal and then got high as a bitch and just went to sleep off the
Simply
venom.
put, the honey badger will have breakfast waiting for him when he wakes up. This is not a honey badger. Rather, it is a different kind of badger. Most likely an American or European badger that has killed a rabbit.
Buddy.
Number 9. Honey badger versus porcupine.
Ooh.
How do you think a honey badger would handle the prickly animal, considering
sure.
how difficult porcupines are for lions and
I'd love to
leopards
see
to
them.
handle?
I'd love
He
to
simply
see.
runs. Thus, he must be smarter than cats. He doesn't do this out of fear of the porcupine, but rather because he is aware that the trouble would not be worth the quills, even if he were to succeed in killing the animal. Although these badgers
Oh,
are
he
insane, they're not
fucking
stupid.
backpedaled on his ass.
Number 8. Honey badger eats hurdle.
Nope, we're not doing
Honey
that.
badger eats cow.
If you watch
Was
my
up
most
from
recent video,
Sunday
you know I'm
on
not watching no
Audacity.
motherfucking Need
This
a Turtle.
crocodile was the perfect size.
Meanwhile, this
for
dude's
this honey
throwing
badger
around
to
a
handle.
fucking crocodile like a
Believe it or not,
rag
a
doll.
crocodile is the prey that the honey badger is seeking in this video. Despite the crocodile's small size, it is nonetheless impressive that the badger can defeat such a strong foe.
Dude,
A few bite scars are left on the crocodile after the honey badger eventually loses
is the honey
interest
badger
and
gonna be
wanders
remembered
away,
for years to come?
leaving it to ponder what was the crazy animal that just attacked it. Number 6. Badger versus fox.
Oh, this is a mismatch.
Watch
Give
as
me
a
the
badger
badger.
brutally mutilates a curious fox. The fox seems to be the unfortunate victim of an
Bro, they're literally fucking just tussling.
alley mugging, since everything is moving too quickly for him to respond. The situation depicted in this video happened in Yellowstone National Park, where it is forbidden to approach foxes or badgers within 25
Oh,
yards
come
of
on,
them,
badger.
or to cause them harm in
Yo,
any
Fox
way.
is putting up a fight, I can't
Even
lie.
though the parents do all they can to protect the puppies from a badger attack, The badger nonetheless manages to enter the den and kill one of the pups. This enormous honey badger drives a fox away from its den when it tries to seize it.
Oh my god, it's a unit.
The fox is dwarfed by the badger.
Oh, you a bitch.
Instead of munching Mae West and donuts, this chubby badger should think about starting a ketogenic.
Look at the size of this thing.
Number 5. Honey badger hunting rat. A honey badger was taking an early morning stroll when it spotted a small hole.
Well, I mean a
When it
rat.
peeked inside, it saw a cute mouse and decided to take it back home for dinner. Only the
Oh!
mouse didn't know it was going to be the main course. This honey badger isn't preparing the ground for his
that a
new
bird?
home's foundation by digging a hole in it. He locates a rat while searching. When the rat escapes, he becomes a sitting duck for one of the world's deadliest predators.
This
In
dude's
this
got
video,
easy pickings.
a honey badger is seen exploring and digging for little mice. After finding one delectable rodent, he wants something bigger, so he digs another hole and uses his strength and sharp claws to dig further.
Dude.
The honey badger is one step ahead of the game when it comes to blocking the secret escape routes the rodents build.
Nerf him. I'm not gonna lie, he needs a nerf.
Common practice among species that
Needs a
reside
nerf.
deep below.
Needs a
He
nerf.
locates the 2 secret exits, seals them off, and permanently blocks them. The honey badger will soon be rewarded for all his cunning and strength with a tasty, succulent mouse. Although honey badgers can't
He
see
cut off
very well,
secret
they have a
exits and
keen sense of
entrances?
smell that is far stronger than ours. Just now, this honey badger caught a scent of something delicious. The Namakwa rock rat is a little rodent that excels at playing hide and seek.
Well,
When
not
everyone
against
is
the honey
after
goat.
you need a cunning strategy, one that will deter predators. In Namibia, the sweet thorn tree is widespread.
Look at this
Its
shit,
pointed
man.
spikes create an impassable barrier of 2-inch thorns that serves as a fortress.
No way the honey
The honey
badger
badger
goes
will
in.
have to devise a way to get inside if he wants a meal. The rat is getting painful jabs while being protected by a thick rubbery hide that allows him to pass the first few branches. This is the traditional method of taking out
honey
prey by
badger's
the
gonna
honey
find a way.
badger. The prey is being caught in thorns as the predator prepares to attack by pinning it with its claws. The rock rat's strategy is succeeding. He is merely avoiding danger, but the honey badger perseveres and endures the thorns. Despite
Dog! Dog mentality, bro. A hungry motherfucker is gonna eat, bro. Who's gonna carry the boats?
staring death in the face,
And the
the
logs!
rat
That's
nonetheless
him.
musters the grit to bite into the badger's tongue.
A
but
hungry
it's
dog
not enough to
don't
save
eat.
his life. Number 4. Honey badger versus...
Fuck a hyena. If you don't know me, know this. I don't like hyenas, bro. You know what? We full camming it. I don't like hyenas. What's up? I'm only one Hoff. You can call me Hoff. I don't like hyenas. You know what I'm
Hyena.
saying?
These hyenas proceed cautiously and avoid attacking this honey badger.
Good.
They essentially test it. They would never do that to an antelope or an impala. They would just rip it apart.
Not this
The
boy.
hyenas chase after the badger as it flees, but they are unsure if it is the right move.
He's tough as fuck.
This nighttime battle pits 2 honey badgers against 2 hyenas,
Oh, that's
which is
light
a
work.
little fairer.
Give me the
There's a
badger.
lot of growling and taunting between the offenders.
Give me the
But
badger.
it appears all the animals are exhausted. Honey badgers should not be taken lightly. A lone hyena approaches a crazed honey badger
Please
that
cook
has
the
just
hyena.
been let out of the nut
Cook the
house with
hyena.
utmost caution. The badger refuses to budge and stands his position until the hyena decides the risk is not worth it.
Yeah, hyena, buddy. We'll be seeing you. The honey badger's gonna handle your bitch ass.
Number 3. Honey badger versus guide bird. A hungry
takes on
honey
a bird.
badger is led to a bee nest by
He
a guide
takes on a bird.
But the honey badger is not pleased when a curious hyena appears.
Get this dude out of here.
While the honey badger follows the guide bird to the nest and receives his reward, the non-aggressive hyena keeps to itself. The honey guide bird directs the badger to the bee's nest because it can find
He's eating
honey
bees?
there, but is unable to get it for itself. The badger struggles to locate the nest on its own, but once the bird points it out, the badger can use its enormous claws to open the nest very quickly.
Wait, so the
bird
bird's
feeds on the
teaming?
left-
This is a teaming
For
scenario.
honey after the badger consumes the amount it desires. This is a perfect illustration of a symbiotic relationship.
Yeah.
The
I
bees
respect
indeed
that.
bite the badger, but I imagine he's accustomed to it. The shrewd
Just
guide bird
eating
achieves
stings
his
in
goal
the tongue
without
and the
exerting
mouth
much
and the
effort
teeth.
or
He's
putting
just
his life
eating
at
it.
risk. Number 2. Honey badger versus wild dogs. In this video, 2 honey badgers and 4 wild dogs engage in a game of cat
4 wild dogs, 2 honey badgers. Still give me honey badger money line. They're minus 280.
and mouse. I'm unsure of how honey badgers will react to a pack of wild dogs,
I know
because
how.
everyone knows they're insane.
They're like that.
The badgers are serious, even though the dogs are having fun. As the badgers charge, the dogs run away.
That's
the dogs
right,
are
bitch.
aware that the badgers can bite hard.
They're like
Yet
that.
while 2 bother the badgers, 2 of them are rolling in the grass. The dogs exchange bewildered looks as the badgers eventually
Yeah, buddy,
leave.
they
It's
fucking
confusing how
bewildered.
wild dogs can quickly dismember a large antelope, but struggle to handle a honey badger that weighs 30 pounds.
Because they got a
A
dog.
single
They
honey
got a dog
badger is
mentality.
approached by 3 wild dogs, but does not run away. He confronts the attackers as he flees for safety.
Bro, look at it. They run like
Despite
these.
being outnumbered and outsized, the wild dogs regard him as a fearsome foe. Number 1. Honey badger versus jackal.
Don't even know what a jackal
These
is.
2 jackals attack a young honey badger.
No!
And it looks like it's going to be an easy kill for the 2 scavengers.
It ain't though.
But they get the surprise of their lives when mom shows up and teaches them not to mess with her cub. The jackals graduate from
Fuck
the
'em
Honey
up.
Badger's 101 beginner's course with
Fuck 'em
flying
up.
colors. And
Headlock,
next
I
time,
see it.
They will know what they will be up against. An infrared flash camera trap was used to acquire this video. The cameraman captured it by tying down a dead diker he discovered in a field. It was half eaten when he discovered it, and it made an ideal camera trap bait. On the second day of filming, a side-stripped jackal decided to compete for the carcass with a couple of honey badgers.
No, you ain't getting
As tough
shit.
as honey badgers can be, it seems like the jackal took the prize home this time.
What?
The honey badger is one of a kind. How it can scare off hyenas and
Bro,
lions
honey badger-
baffles me to this day. Which one was your favorite?
Hey.
Why don't you...
Hey, y'all gotta let me know, bro. Is honey badger worthy of a top 5 spot? If y'all been tuning along on the journey, you know I got rhinos up there. You know I got orcas up there. You know I got elephants up there. And you know I got tigers up there. Is honey badger top 5? Y'all gotta let me know, man. I'll read all the comments. Let me know. Genuinely let me know. And also, let me know more animals I gotta focus in on like this. But you two, man, we up out of here, bruh. I appreciate you guys for watching, man. See you next time.